Alright. I think I did the thing again. Just check to make sure real quick. It says I'm live. It says it's a mature audience. Now it says a Honda commercial. Power of Honda. Yeah. Alright. That's me. Looks like I'm there. That one dude? Hello, that one dude. Shipbreaker rules, you say. We shall find out. I have not touched this at all. But Hanson says it's up my alley, so we shall see. Aaron J. Bear, hello. Says I'm looking and sounding good. That's great. I should have asked that. If the audio volumes are good, not that I don't trust Aaron J. Bear, of course. But let me know once I'm... Well, actually, does anything in this game make sounds if I'm in space? This is a question we will answer soon. I don't know. Hello, Brockety Brock, as well. Streamlabs says we have 0 viewers, so I guess you guys are in a quantum world or something. All right, I'm gonna play standard. I feel like I should start with standard. Hello, Shazira. A JeffM has appeared. OpenShift looks like it says it's a more relaxed experience, which is probably what I would like, but I feel like I gotta start with, the default experience as it was intended. So we'll see how that goes. I may change later because being limited in oxygen and time sounds stressful, especially when I don't know what's going on. I hope there's a tutorial. It would be insane for a game to release in 2022 without a tutorial, but I'm sure they'll get me there. Aaron J. Bear asks, what am I playing on? I'm playing on the PC, of course, because I'm such a PC gamer, but I do have a controller plugged in because I like my controllers. I like my analog sticks. I don't want mouse and keyboard claw, So we'll see. We'll see if they tutorialize that too. I'm going to join Lynx, which is the Lynx Corporation, I believe. Housecakes asks, is that your personal massive board game wall behind you? It is indeed. And this is only a part of it. I have way too many games, and I'm working on figuring out a way to make more content around that. It'll happen soon, I think. Soonish. See, this tests my chat name pronunciations. Keeger Zeeb says that there's a pretty thorough tutorial, so I'm looking forward to that. I suppose I didn't say hello, people. Welcome to Thursday afternoon stream. This is MinnMax. I'm Jeff Marchiafava. I'm one of the co-hosts or cohorts at MinnMax. See, we should just call them co-hosts, much easier to pronounce. We stream Tuesdays, Thursdays. We got a main podcast on Wednesdays. We got all kinds of other crazy shows that you can support us by going to patreon.com/MinnMax. I'm going to beat NinjaBot or Nightbot or whatever it is that keeps reminding me to say those things. I already beat him. So, let's start. Bear Antler says, I'm here for Dad Max. I'm here for it too. My kid's out there right now, so technically this is the least dad I get in a day. Housecake says, loves me some board games. Yep. I do too, as you might guess, by the wall. Already beating the bots, good omen. Shazir says, okay, I'm going to stop reading these. Eltrade says, good timing, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 run is going to be a while. Interesting. I don't know what that means. Are you playing it right now? Apparently, I'm ignoring 3 kids in the other room so I can ignore work in this room. That's perfect. Oh, Shazir says talking about games done quick. Gotcha. Okay, that makes much more sense. We're not speedrunning anything here. It's going to be a lazy day, especially if I don't stop reading comments. So I'm going to start. House Cake's always asking this question. Top 3 best new board games of the last year. I don't have an answer, but I will think about it. Humankind has industrialized much of the solar system. Earth has deteriorated into a place of squalor and decay. So this is based in the real world. In orbit, a new breed of worker has emerged, the Shipbreaker. The labor is extremely dangerous, but for a select few, the hazard pay is something or other. Good, I'm guessing. Acceptable, maybe? Probably not great. Shazir says you're racing the bots. That's a run. Oh boy. Are these my emails? Shipbreaker application view update. I love in-game computers and how they make them look like especially when they like nail the UI and it feels like a crummy old computer. Let's see. Reading citizen. I've been accepted. Alright. Employment in this program is at the sole discretion of Lynx Corporation. God, this feels familiar. Can be revoked at any time, even when you're on vacation. Acts of malice or insubordination will not be tolerated. Okay. Account name. Please enter an account name. How am I going to do that with a controller? Switch to the keyboard. Go with my favorites. Alright. Replacement program to new employees. There we go. Voice ID verification. Verify the voice file you submitted. Sounds pretty grunty. I think obviously. Yep, that's it. Standard because I'm not a monster. Yes, that's exactly what I thought it was. Okay, food preference. Ooh. Chicken, plastic-free, vegetarian, or ento-materian. Food cost may vary over time. Interesting. I'm gonna go plastic-free. Shazir says those are some awkward sounds if you're not focused on the Twitch stream. I can imagine. Don't blare that in the middle of your office, please. Creator Gaming says this is actually the white noise machine I use to sleep. Don't do that either. That's going to give you weird dreams. Please agree to each statement. I have no criminal record in the Terran or Martian zones. See, this is the kind of back lore that I love from sci-fi. A record from the Jovian frontier is acceptable. I'm not a member of a workers' union. True to life again, I have completed my annual mental exam and have been cleared of having McCullough's lung. I love this. This is the kind of thing that I really appreciate in indie games. Like you can add so much intriguing flavor with just a few little checklists like this. It's meaningless. None of this means anything, but you're already building the world in my mind. No commercial interests. Nation state of Arizona. Love it. Bring a positive attitude. Can I leave one of those? No. Okay. Health risks. Yes. I will vote for Chancellor Chung Jong in the Pan-American Senate election. We're gonna get here, folks. We're like 20 years away from this. Terms and conditions. No, don't skip training. Oh my god, what did I almost do there? Do I have to go through all this? Hold thumb. I'm gonna hold my thumb on that. Use the mouse. There we go. It doesn't look like my controller's getting me through everything. Maybe if I had just held in the button, it would have gotten me through that. Nice. Look at all that space junk.
Each day he steps into the yard to earn his wages working hard.
I like this intro.
I pray to the stars and heaven above to return my daddy to those he loves.
Oh.
If there comes a time when he and death meet, bless the next cutter that takes his seat.
Good stuff. Wasn't expecting emotional intro. Music and everything. Ricky Winterborn says this is cool. Yeah, good music. Good intro. Can't complain about that. Hey, Grizzle Gaming, that one dude, Pro Boy, lots of people showed up while I was not paying attention.
Will now begin. Please
Okay.
observe this important message.
Space, boundless promise, limitless resources, a brighter future. It's here where hard workers like you, the backbone of civilization, will help us
Let me know how the audio
pave
sounds.
the way to the galaxy.
It's a little...
I'm Calicia Rai Paulson, president of Lynx Corporation's Salvage Division. When my great-great-grandfather Exeter founded Lynx, he foresaw a remarkable opportunity among the stars.
Has there
his
ever been a
vision
good
eventually
space
brought us
CEO
the railway.
person in a video game?
Now spanning all the way to Jupiter, these are the
It's
veins
okay, I'm a
connecting
CEO, but
all
everyone,
of
like,
modern civilization.
They're actually a good
And
person.
the
and not
people
everyone
flowing
likes
through them are its lifeblood. The railgates reinvigorated humanity and are key to our continued progress. You've been selected from among thousands of candidates to join the Lynx family. This is more than just a job. It's an opportunity to be part of the largest, most successful, and most pioneering company in human history.
Every video
Your
game
dream
company
may be to
absolutely
forge your
nails
own
like the,
destiny
you
one
know,
day.
sarcastic
Work
dystopian
hard,
corporate
feed your
video,
superiors,
you know, and like
believe in the
commercials and
Lynx
stuff,
vision.
which makes you wonder
Do this,
if they're actually
and you
effective
too
at all.
will
Does
get
anyone
your
fall for
chance.
this kind of stuff? Like
Your
it's
first step
it's
is to
just
join
cliche
our
at this
Everwork
point
program,
that it's
the greatest gift
just
we
mindless
give our
marketing
employees,
and they have
turning
ulterior
death
motives
into an
underneath it.
ongoing opportunity for learning and growth.
Tell me.
With Lynx, death is a fresh start. Good luck.
Dreadnought says, just got done watching Drive-Thru episode 2. The level of disappointment in your voice in Leo and Dan, I haven't laughed that hard in a while. To be clear, it was only a disappointment in Dan. I just felt bad for Leo. I felt bad that Leo went along with everything, and that Dan was just instantly the puppet master. He lit up in a way that I haven't seen in a long time, and don't care to. Death is a fresh start. Yes, I want a fresh start. Press to begin genetic extraction.
Video observation complete. To finalize onboarding, your genetic sequence will now be extracted for use with the
Oh,
Linked
rich.
EverWork Asset Replacement Program.
So they're murdering me
Don't
right
worry,
now, and they're
pain
taking my
levels during
DNA
extraction are
to like
largely
clone me, I
tolerable.
assume.
Please note, as outlined in Section 31 of your
Rich,
employment
thank you for
agreement,
the
process
5
of
gift
genetic
subs.
extraction will destroy
Incredible.
your original body.
We do
Beginning
appreciate it.
extraction now.
Every subscription, I'm gonna beat Nightbot to it again. Every subscription helps, and also I get paid for it. I get a bonus from Hanson every time. So use those. Look at this. Oh, geez, Kermore, thank you to you
Beginning
too.
spare generation.
Who needs to be mining in space right now, or shipbreaking, whatever? Yeah, don't let them take your DNA. Crow Boy says. L Train, love it. Thank you. We all appreciate it. Mostly me, because I'm the one getting the bonus. Congratulations, it's safe now to die. Oh my god. You guys. Oshala? I can't tell if that's a L or a T because the red kind of blended in there. But thank you. Thank you to everyone. Now I'm gonna die. Bundock Bandit says, thanking people for subs with someone screaming in the background was a dark comedy scene. Yeah, hey, that's the future. This is a Black Mirror episode that we're all living in now. Okay. Oh my god, what am I falling behind here? Creator Gaming, thank you. Very appreciated. We love you all. You are also helping MinnMax in general, not just me. So we do genuinely all appreciate it. Look at all the fees they're starting me with, starting me in debt. This is the way the future is gonna work, folks. Okay. I could have just held the A button there. So Creator Gaming says he takes it back now. If it does help everyone. I'm sorry. It helps me more, I'll say. So thank you. Shazira says this is the way grad school works now. Absolutely. It's true in so many ways.
Breathe. You're okay. Everything's gonna be just fine. There you go. Plenty of folks feel a bit woozy with the first spare. Anyway, welcome aboard. The name's Weaver. I'm the foreman for yourself and a couple of other shipbreakers in this region. This here's Morrigan Station. She may not look like much right now, but once we boot her up, she'll purr like a kitten. Alright, let's test out your orientation control. Do me a favor and look up at that cargo elevator up above. That's it. So that's where all the salvage gets collected to be picked up by the transfer crew. Just in case you ever turn yourself out of whack, use your roll thrusters to reorient.
That's what I was waiting for. Okay. Pushing in the thumbsticks. Great. Oh. Can't get back to the comments. Someone said that episode of... what am I supposed to do? Roll left for 1 second.
All right.
That episode of Neutral
Now,
Plus
let's
was
get
the
you
first, their wife's first
Activate
experience,
your thruster controls
first introduction to Dan,
Try moving
and I
around.
apologize for that. But it's very true to, oh boy. This is spacey. Thrust left, thrust right. Gotcha. Backwards. This is very
Now
slow
vertical
too.
control.
Okay. Oh boy, ascend and descend. This is bringing back descent memories.
Looks good. Now, to finalize these movement checks, I need you to fly to these waypoints.
Reach waypoints. They never take into account that you're also trying to read comments when you're streaming, though. That makes it. Torso Boy asked if Hanson is still watching from the shadows today. He's not. This is all running my own tech, so let me know if you got any
Until
problems.
there was some complications with my last revive. Those are early days in the tech, though, so...
RJ
never
Bear
you mind
asks
about that.
if this is available on consoles right
Almost
now.
forgot the most important thing.
There are release dates for
Brakes.
PlayStation, Xbox, but it
yourself
seems like
going
it's
and
only on
fix and
PC,
flip.
even though it's
And then
also
test them
listed
out, why
in
don't you?
Xbox Game Pass. That's a great question that I would also like to know, because I would probably rather play this on my TV and couch when I'm not streaming, of course, with all you fine folks. This looks like it would be great in VR, Crowboy says. I'm sure it would. I'm sure. Let's see. Braking. Where's brake? Both buttons at the same time.
All right.
Alright.
Looks like the bay here was left in a bit of a mess. We're gonna clean this crap up. I'm gonna activate the furnaces. Now. Dang. Would you just...
Not good. Not good.
There you go. So these furnaces are used to melt down soft metals. Should go without saying, these things are hot as all get out. So, try not to drift into them by accident. Okay, let's get a handle on your grapple tool.
Streamlabs said
This
such
fella
strong
here is
support.
Shipbreaker's bread and butter.
Level 2
This
reached,
is how we move salvage around.
which I don't know what level 2
Activate
is,
the beam
but
and
I do
hold it.
appreciate
Grab an
all the
object
strong
and move it
support. We've
around.
definitely
If
had it today.
It's not too
Oh
heavy.
my goodness, more
Give it a go.
controls. Okay, let's
Move
see.
one of these
Grapple
pieces
to
into your
hold.
furnace. So,
Grapple reel.
when you're holding an object with the grapple, you can retract the beam.
Okay.
This will pull a light object to you. If it's heavier than you, it'll pull you towards it.
Okay.
Check out your
Push an
HUD when you
object.
got an object grappled. It shows you the mass of the object and whether you can move it or not.
Okay. So it'll tell me. Wait, is there something that weighs more than me? It's all in kilograms. No one understands what any of that is. Okay, that's pulling me to it. Gotcha. Push an object. Focused push when grappled. Okay, push me. Good. Understanding. Okay, I can do it from any. Push multiple objects when not grappled.
Nice job cleaning up that soft metal scrap cutter. Huh.
Super Status asked
Let's
if
move
Leo
on
is
to the
still in a
bigger
food
nanocarbon
coma.
chunks now,
It's a
shall we?
great question. I think
You may
he's
have already
probably
noticed
still
these
eating
are too
it.
heavy to move with your grapple. I'm enabling your scanner so we
Well,
can
let's
check
see.
out
I
their
already forgot how
structural
to go
makeup.
up.
Go ahead and boot it up.
Can I just push this? Must be too heavy to push. Let's see. I'm gonna reel myself in, then I'm gonna try and push it, which I believe will just push me off. Yeah. Gotcha. Figuring it all out. I got time. Probably. Toggle scanner. Okay.
This mode of
Oh,
your
boy.
scanner lets you assess an object's structure. What I want you to focus on right now are these cut points. All right. Controls give me the go-ahead to get you cutting.
I think Hansen would never be able to play this. I'm assuming it would totally make him sick. Cut point.
You got quick access to all your tools through your HUD. Just open up your tool selector and choose the cutting tool.
People talking about level 2. Rich says choo choo, which must be the hype train rolling in. And Critter Gaming says it's a lot like level 1, but more. Okay, open tool menu, cutter or grapple. There we go.
Your cutting tool has two modes. The first one is the stinger. It's designed for precision vaporization of cut points like this. You ready to perform some zero-G surgery, Cutter? Well, let's split this scrap so it's light enough to move.
Which said it told me to click share for hype. Apparently that means chew. One chew. Okay, vaporize cut points.
That's how you do it. Okay, let me boot up the processor so you can salvage these. Do me a favor. Look on over at one of them there. Yeah, so I can see if they activate right.
That's not the process.
Yeah,
Oh,
perfect.
there you go.
Wish me luck here, Cutter. Me and technology ain't always the best of friends. Hey, all right. We're in business. Now swap over to your grapple and toss one of those pieces you separated right in there.
Is that way less now? Enough for me to move it, I assume? Yeah. We'll get there. We're learning.
Well, okay. We're almost done
Like the
getting
thumbs
this bay in
up.
shape. Let's go after that large aluminum chunk over there. Now, this beast is way too heavy to move as is.
Ouch.
It's also too dense for your stinger to break it down. And there are no structural cut points for us to take advantage of.
I may be
We're gonna have
stuck.
to switch over to the split saw mode of your cutting tool and start slicing this thing down to size. Go ahead and switch cut modes now.
But I'm actually kind of stuck here, is the problem. Let me go. Let me go. I think I unintentionally drifted into like the murder zone here, maybe? And so now I'm stuck. That's not good. Can I, let's see. What's the cutter? Can I grapple myself out? Oop. Oop.
Biotelemetry readings flatlining. Please power cycle your sensor array.
So I murdered myself in the tutorial. Is how that went. Crater Gaming is clapping. Nice going, proactive.
All right, all right.
It's hard to read comments while you're
You
floating
okay?
around in space.
Got yourself good there. Don't sweat it.
It was gonna
Happens to the
happen
best
sooner
of
or
us.
later, right?
Always good to review your spare replacement form. See how you can
Okay.
avoid future mishaps.
Look at the
Too many
space surgeon
spares will
go,
rack up
from
the
Lux
debt,
says.
And that's how they get you.
Rich McLaughlin
Let's get
asks.
back to work. Weaver out.
McLaughlin? Or McLaughlin? Asks, is there combat in this game or is it mostly just crafty resource stuff? I hope it's just the, crafting and collecting, but anyone else, please let me know. You can reel yourself away by grappling a wall or a jack and hitting the left trigger. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. It was weird. I couldn't, my jets were not working at all. I think I was kind of stuck in a boundary place there. All right, now what am I doing? Equip this. So if I have the tether out there, the grapple, I can no longer control where I'm moving. It looks like. I assume that's... Equip the split saw? Is this the split saw? Open the tool menu. Swap tool mode.
Now try changing
It's all
the
right there
angle.
on the screen, folks. I am better at playing games when I'm not streaming them. It's easy to underestimate how distracting it is
We're in business. I've unlocked the trigger on your
when you're
cut
trying to
tool.
do two things at
It'll split
once,
that
and
big
one of them
chunk
is
clean
playing a
in two.
video game, and the other
Go
one
ahead and
is
give her a whirl. I'm
talking
gonna
to
turn on
people
your
on a
salvage
live stream.
indicator so you can track how much work there is left to do. This thing will track
Oh,
how
I
much
like
you
that.
salvaged and
I
how
like
much
that.
you've lost. For now, let's try and hit
Can I
that
just
first
keep
goal
doing
marker.
this?
And that's what it's all about, Cutter. The more
That's
salvage
beautiful.
goals you complete, the closer you'll get to hitting
That's
your
very
certification
satisfying.
and ranking up.
Did I just... Those will get there, right?
material deposited. Account credit applied.
Nope. No. Deposit that salvage. Alright.
Great first shift in the yard, Cutter. Let's head on over to your hab and I'll show you the ropes there.
Let's see.
Fly on over back to the master jack.
I'm gonna
Put a marker on
halt
it.
myself
Find
here
it.
so that I can read the
When you
tips.
get there, head on in and we'll get started.
Shazir says I need a producer or chat companion who reads them and chats with you about them. That would be nice. But you know, we're all about self-improvement at MinnMax, so I should get better at this, right? It would be a helpful skill to have. LazyCon says, do you need Dan directing you on what to do? If you're talking about Dan Tack, hey, sure. He's a master at all games. If you're talking about Dan Reichert, absolutely not. I suspect you were talking about Dan Reichert. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this. Nope. I'm supposed to enter the hab right now. We're done with that. Don't worry about it. Okay, now they're going to turn on a timer, and now it's going to get super stressful, I feel like. Eat that cheeseburger, LazyCon says. Yes, that's exactly what he would be doing. Yell, hey, I'm a beanie boy. Whatever. Creator Gaming says, I've thrown myself off many a ledge while streaming. Yes. Thankfully, in space, it doesn't matter. You can just... No. Just don't throw yourself into the incinerator like I did, is what you gotta worry about. Okay, now see, if I was using my grapple, I could probably just pull myself right there. Right? Kind of. Alright. So let's see. Lord Joran says, if a ship piece is small enough for you to move, you can rapidly grapple it and then hit push to fling it at high velocity. And you can grapple against walls and push to boost yourself backwards at high velocity, which can be dangerous. Yeah, I'll get there. Rich says Dan's fake confusion over the second analog stick. God, that absolutely sounds like it. Alright. Certification. I only died once. Which I'm sure cost me a bunch. Look at all those credits, though. I'll pay off that debt in no time. Alright. LazyCon says Dan just has beef with anyone named Jeff, it seems. You know, I've tried not to have a beef with anyone named Dan since meeting Dan Reichert. And it's hard some days.
Hello, Shipbreaker. You have one incoming transmission waiting.
Okay. So I'm not... You don't actually walk around here. You're just kind of picking which place to go to. And I was supposed to get the message from the... Oh, nope.
Welcome to your new home, Cutter. Has everything you need. This is officially called a ready-made long-term employee habitation.
Creator Gaming says you should probably start
something.
beating his times
Around
in neon
here,
white just
we
so
just
he
call
has
it
two
your
Jeffs
hab.
kicking his ass.
Now, how's about you get yourself some rest? We'll
I have
pick
not
up your
been
training
playing
in
it,
the morning.
but
So sleep tight
we used to
there,
have an
Cutter.
old rivalry in Zen Pinball, which really drove him crazy. Once I started beating him, then he turned into, you know, like, oh, I'm too good for it or whatever, and
Please enjoy this inspirational message.
that old song
The
and
last
dance.
10% of a job takes as much energy as the first 90%, which is why it's so important to always give 110%.
GLaDOS. Good to see she's still getting work. Computers. Minimum payments are due by 10 a.m. Solar Standard Time. Failure to pay on time is considered breach of contract. Are they actually going to hold me to that? Is that like a losing condition?
Ready to continue your training? Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's have a look at your employee terminal. Now, let's get caught up on career progression and certification. I've sent you a message with an explanation. Go on and give it a read.
All right. Oh boy. Grandmaster Shipbreaker is the main goal, huh? Level 30. Let's see, did those. What's the next one? H. Right. Am I just looking at it? Read the certification message. Wait, what do you want from me? Messages? Where's this? There we go.
Clear as mud? Don't worry. I'm here
Clear
to
as
walk
mud.
you
He
through
gets
the
me.
process.
This guy gets me.
Soon enough, I'm going to introduce you to some of the other shipbreakers. Most of them are willing to help you out, too. All right. Let's start a new shift and pick your first ship to work on.
LazyCon says, I keep wanting to get into this now that it's on Game Pass. Looks great. Yes, I'm very intrigued by everything, even though it's a lot to process if you're live streaming it. But I've only thrown myself in an incinerator once, so I feel pretty good about that.
This
Hot
screen
email
shows what ships you have
action, which
access
says,
to.
yep.
Each morning, you can choose to continue working on the ship you got or start a fresh one. Go ahead and claim one, and we'll get to work.
All right, let's... Corpulent Bell. Swift Eagle. Valentine. I think we're going to have to go with the Zealous Cunningham Express. Is there any real difference? Minor... It's like some minor money, and this one doesn't have a repair kit, whatever that is. So maybe we should do an easier one. Let's just do Corpulent Bell. LazyCon is installing this now for the weekend. Sweet. Critter Gaming says MinnMax currently has 32% of the Hardspace viewer market. Really?
She's all yours, Cutter. Your primary goal is to reach rank 3. Now try to remember, nanocarbon goes in the processor, aluminum goes in the furnace. Try to salvage the entire ship.
Uh-oh.
We call it.
I assume we covered that earlier, and I totally wouldn't have...
And start knocking out that debt of yours. I'll be observant and giving you any help if you need it. Good luck, Cutter.
Have gotten that.
We were out.
Okay, nanocarbon goes... I've already forgotten what he said to. I'm a terrible employee. Alright. Oh my goodness. This is way more than just some panel floating out there. Okay, let's stop that. Helmet light, good. It's just gonna pull me in. So, just start cutting. Almost. There we go. Oh boy, I actually go inside it. That's great. That's great. Alright, so what now? I'm looking for weak spots? Spots that I can cut? I can cut that right up there. What? Wait, what am I doing? Grabbing stuff. They never told me what the shoulder buttons do. And now I'm just pressing them. Okay. I'm gonna cut those, I think. If I can get my arms back. Oh, oh boy. That's loose. That's sweet. This is already sweet. And that is nanocarbon. So that's gonna go. I would totally... I know this is still the tutorial, but I would totally play this on like the open shift version where I'm not worrying about time. So let's see. Nanocarbon goes in the reprocessor. Oh, it's blinking processor now that I'm holding it. So that, and it also shows me with the big dumb arrows that that's where it goes. So that's great. That's exactly what I needed. I'm still. Make it? Nope. Still getting used to the.
I know these ships look intimidating to scrap at first. Trust me, soon enough you'll be stripping the huge
and back
gecko
myself out.
raiders like nothing. Got my start. Salvaging back down Earthside.
It sucks me in is the problem. That's why I got sucked in last time. I couldn't get out.
One day.
That wasn't a bug. That's a feature.
One of them
Gotta be more careful.
Synthetic skin and everything. We almost never saw people looking ones like that. They're always too expensive to manufacture.
He's telling me great world lore that I just can't. I just can't right now.
Mothballed for 20 years or so. Since the AI ban took effect,
there's so much to do out here.
Probably bought the whole lot for pennies, thinking they could turn a tidy profit with the salvage. No word of a lie. These things look exactly like my stepbrother Jeff.
It's like I'm using the weapon from Dead Space for an actual job.
Now, Jet and I wasn't exactly pals or nothing, but all the same, I couldn't bring myself to start smashing that dopey face. And that's when I looked into getting on with Lynx. I tell you what, it's a sight better to cut up something that doesn't look like a family relation. Anyway, I'm running on. I'll clear the channel. Holler if there's anything giving you grief up there, Cutter. We were out.
Mason, Chris, thank you for the subscription. I'm doing an amazing job. I'll just say it myself. We're cutting stuff up. We're hard spacing it out here. Ooh.
Object accepted for processing.
Nice.
Credits deposited.
Wait, that's not the ship. Wait, where'd my ship go? Oh no, no, no. Hey. The physics for moving is interesting, and it's one of those. It's a little harder to get used to than I thought, but it's challenging in one of those in a satisfying kind of way, where it's like I don't have a lot of control, or it doesn't feel like I have a lot of control over what I'm doing, but in a way that I think makes the gameplay richer, or will once I get good at it, you know. And it's like I'm floating around like a freaking space ballerina out here. It'll feel real good, I think. So I appreciate when games do that, instead of just, you know, it's like the classic cars in Grand Theft Auto 4 versus Grand Theft Auto 5, where it's like they were so boaty in Grand Theft Auto 4, but that made it feel a little more realistic, and, you know, made police chases and whatnot a little more high stakes and a little more intense, even though on the whole I would probably rather just have like the arcade. That's Furnace. You get in the Furnace, pal. You guys know what I'm saying. I can't describe this stuff while I'm trying to not float into a massive furnace. That's just very satisfying. Keeger Zeeb says, yes, I don't have time or oxygen requirements yet, which I definitely appreciate.
Material deposited.
Okay, let's see. So am I gonna cut up every single thing on this? Or is it just like I'm going for the valuable stuff? This is just a very, very satisfying concept for the game. Bravo to the developer for this. Figuring out how to construct all these ships and make them so that you can then figuring out how to dismantle them all. That's like a puzzle I didn't even know I wanted, but now it's gonna be living in my brain. I'm gonna go to like a shipyard someday. I'm gonna see a big boat, and I'm gonna be thinking about how I could cut it up, and where the most important structural beams are. I'm just slicing everything, and I'm not actually salvaging anything right now. I suppose. See, this is the thing that I wonder. Like, this whole piece lights up, and it says it can go into a processor. But I just want to love cutting grade. Okay, I see. But this isn't. What the heck would cutting this do? Just slice everything. Love it. Greyhound says, music reminds me of StarCraft 2. Okay, I gotta look for more. The pieces that burn off here. What was the other mode on this? Oh, yeah, I don't need to be laser slicing everything. That's very satisfying. Oh, he's got pieces for him out there. So that's furnace.
Deposit accepted.
That's nice. I'll get there, right? I'll probably get there. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Processor. Ooh, this is a heavy boy. There. Oh boy, I'm floating. I'll assume it gets there.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Understand this. Must be the hull is too much. holding that up? What's holding that up? They're just making a total mess of this. There we go. I'll get that door out of there. No problem. Eventually. Can I do this? Can you let me? Can you just let me cut however I want? Is that free? It looks free. Heck yeah, that's free. Free door. Get in there. Oh.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Got those. Oh, and I should just be pinpointing this. Zap it all, right? What? Creator Gaming says I'm just space traveling for the free doors. That's right. Realistically, though, a door like that, I mean, how much must... I guess I missed them telling us how much the credits were worth, but I'm sure it's a pretty penny. I'm sure, like, any piece of a spaceship would just be worth a ton, wouldn't it? Which is kind of depressing. This is just all one big piece.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
It's too big. Maybe. Maybe it's too big. Maybe I just haven't tried enough. That'll get there, right? That was all nanocarbon. That's gonna be a big one. Big paycheck. Love it. Love it. Let's see. I lasered a ship in half and the two halves went wild and smushed me. Oh, interesting. Didn't know that was even a possibility. I'm out here just goofing around, having fun.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Just like the time I got sucked into the furnace.
Salvage goal reached.
House Cakes S, is this story driven or more of a casual builder? Great question. If someone knows, please say. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nope. Nope. Now, I don't know what I did in there, but all my willy-nilly lasering just seemed to completely bust this thing into 1,000 pieces, so that's great for me now. I will take credit for that, as though I knew what I was doing. Okay, there are some pieces in there that need to go in first. Nice try. I'm not gonna try and push that whole thing in there. This is just a brilliant design for a game. Yes. Is that all disconnected? That's all furnace. I think it's all disconnected. It's just... Let's slice this mother in two. We're gonna do some slicing here. Might be doing some slicing here. This is just such a fun tool. Furnace. Nope, that was the wrong button. Oh, love it. That's got to be worth some cash, right? You're going in there, right?
Material accepted. Credits transferred.
Hey. All right. Crater Gaming says, in other news, I've been trying to pre-order Xenoblade 3 for the past 3 hours, and Nintendo's website is still broken. LOL. That sounds like Nintendo. Sounds very Nintendo. How very Nintendo of that. This is all sell. Nano.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Getting a little more comfortable with the, that's all right. Controls here. How long is this supposed to take me? I guess is the question.
Valuable objects processed. Credits awarded.
I'll just line this up and do them all at the same time, right? Nope. That's what I was looking for. Like a surgeon. Missing absolutely everything. Nose there. Salvage. Perfect. Torso Boy doing Don impression. Lord Jordan has to go. Thank you for watching and for your tips. Oh, and here's Nightbot. So slow to the game here. Compete in Trivia Tower to win prizes and unlock with a podcast version of The Deepest Dive, max spoilers, MinnMax interviews, and much more by going to patreon.com/MinnMax. We're way ahead of you. But you should do that if you haven't. it's all appreciated. And you can win stuff in Trivia Tower. I watched the last episode. It was all very entertaining. Let's see. We're just having a chill time at this. Sick burn against Nightbot. That's how we roll. We're professionals. It's gonna come in, what, an hour into the stream and be like, oh, hey, maybe you should tell people where to support us. Come on. They seem to be pretty generous with the old gravity there for getting stuff in there. I guess the flip side of that is it's pretty sucky if you get too close to it. It'll suck you right in. Yeah, this is all.
Valuable object accepted for processing. Salvage goal met. Rewards will be paid.
Nice. Getting paid today. Let's cut. Grapple it. I have yet to put something into the wrong side, and I don't want to find out what happens, but I'm assuming they'll dock me pay or something. So what's this still too? Still too, it's a little girthy. Yeah, it'll get there. Great. This was all processor. That's still connected. Oh. Good to go on that. It's really taking its time. Rich says, I feel like this game is an analog for JeffM's streaming movies. Perhaps though, in the sense that I'm enjoying myself either way. This would be my kind of space drop. You don't have to worry about aliens, sucking out your brains or anything like that. Furnace gets a little scary, but also I'm pretty sure Hansen hasn't absorbed my DNA into his supercomputer. So I'm safe there. I'm pretty sure. Okay. This is a big boy. I don't know if I can. It's still pretty big. Let's see if I can. I'll try cutting it. A grade. Just gotta wrestle this one in there. There we go. It'll get there. Crater Gaming says new Patreon goal: absorb JeffM's DNA into a supercomputer. It's absurd. It's absurd. Who would say such an absurd thing? The other thing about streaming is just a lot of crap comes out of your mouth all the time, and then afterwards you think, what was I even saying? Absorb my DNA. Oh. Okay, so left half is... Left half is furnace fodder. What? That's above my pay grade? Well, what do you want me to do? Structural. Can I cut it off on them. Look at this. Give me the tools for the job at least. Oh. That was beautiful. Oh, look at that. Just sliced off a sliver there. Can't complain about that. They might, actually, but we'll see. Can I just zap that bit? Let's try and zap that bit. There we go. Oh. Never have they had a better employee who takes this kind of care and pride in his work.
Object accepted for processing.
I love that it just tells you which one it goes to
Raw
when you're
material
over it.
deposited.
Another piece. Oh, I got danglers floating away. There. Another one. That's weird. Okay.
Raw material
Next
processed.
piece. Wait,
Credits
is that like
deposited.
a little... Is that a trophy? What is that?
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred. Salvage goal
Something.
achieved. Rewards
Oh, that's-
allocated.
That's just space junk. Alright. Look at this. Look at this. We're getting there. Torso Boy says would love a Space Trucker JeffM series. I assume you're talking about the board game. Or else you want me to roleplay as a space trucker. Also, intriguing idea. Zap these off. Now when I do that and it says destroyed, you know, and a certain number of credits, are they penalizing me for like just destroying it, or am I getting those credits? Is a question I ask everyone who probably knows more about this game than I do. I assume. Greyhound says, just look up Harry Dean Stanton in Alien and that's your costume. That's exactly what the guy who's giving me tutorial messages reminded me of. I feel like that's the inspiration. Don't go up there. Stay down there. Yes? Okay, where'd my ship go? Where'd the ship go? That's all that's
Material
left.
accepted.
Beautiful.
Credits assigned.
Beautiful, we're almost there. Greyhound says, I've completed biometric screenings for rewards in my employee health insurance program, so I think they already have my DNA. Yeah, back at Game Informer, they used to send out like a nurse, at least she said she was a nurse, and she would just come and collect everyone's blood and then take it back to corporate headquarters, I assume so that the GameStop managers could drink it and continue. Not the store managers. The store managers were cool. I'm talking about the executives, of course. Let's see, how's that connected? It's not connected. Great. But then eventually they stopped doing that because they didn't want to actually provide the HSA contributions. Which was cool. Very cool of them. But these space corporations, I mean, can't fault them. It's tough to get in. Giant cafeteria table. Almost. That'll get there. We're getting closer to level 4. Creator Gaming says, you fell for the old vampire dressed as a nurse bit, eh? I should have suspected because she just bit everyone instead of using a syringe. I thought that was weird.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Okay, that's just one big processor piece. We can do that, right? Where am I going? Okay. Stop right there. Oh, beautiful. These are already separate. Already separated. These wonderful. I'm gonna send you to the other side. Dusty Gray Fox says, I got fingerprints taken when I was in kindergarten at a local police station. Yep. That old ruse. Good luck. Come on. Why don't you go to the furnace, my friend? Oh, hey, look at this. I can just spam it. Oh, but I'm getting pulled in.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
And what else is left? I don't think I can get to level 5. Oh,
All salvage goals have been met. Rewards
There we go.
maximized.
that it? Enter hub to rank up. Felix Work says I get all my healthcare information from MinnMax streams. Can't go wrong there. Super can go wrong there. I should just wheel myself in. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, that was way too. I'm sure pro players can just whip around that grappling hook. Like Spider-Man. General Jackass says, "Oh, I love this game. It really picks up when you get access to the tethers. Intriguing." Okay. Yeah, looks like I was getting fined for some of the stuff that I destroyed. Which, you know, gonna happen. Overall. Destroyed, let's see, 5.2% of it I destroyed. Which cost me 124,000 credits. But I made 2.279 million. Love it. All right.
New certification level attained. License level increased.
Love it. Someday in the future, this is going to be an actual job, and people are going to be like, you know, like the government employees are, or the, you know, the government's going to be like, I don't know who's going to be able to do this job. And there's just going to be an army of gamers who will be, you know, too old to actually do the jobs, I suppose, at that time. But they'll be like, yeah, sure, send me out there. I got it. I understand how all these tools work.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. Please enjoy the following inspirational message. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you do, you will be successful.
Beautiful. All right. Shipbreaker is just a cool name for a job. Minimum payments.
Looking good, Cutter. Now go ahead and pick another ship.
On to the next ship. Love it. I think we all know which ship we're doing. Oh, this is not the right place. Select a ship. I'm sure there's lots of good lore stuff in the computers and whatnot, but we are going to... Wait, that one's gone, right? How would I continue that ship? Hazard levels. That one's a level 2 hazard. Saucy Triton. Ooh. Well, it looks like they all changed. So that one that I had my eye on, the Zealous something or other, is just long gone. Swift Venus? Paragon, Arcadian Persephone. You guys tell me what you want. Zealous Freddy? Saucy Triton? Shout it out. Saucy, of course. Everybody's yelling saucy now. Greyhound says, what do you think about the FCC trying to pull TikTok from the Apple and Google stores? I saw that. There's saucy. And it seems like it was mostly just one person in the FCC who basically sent out a letter being like, hey, you should do this, but it's not, I don't think it's technically official from the SEC, so I don't know that there's a ton to worry about if you're a TikTok fan.
Hold up a second there, Cutter. Because you've increased your rank, we're going to give you the next greatest ship. Now this one will be full of machinery, electronics, furniture, all stuff that Lynx can collect and resell. You're going to want to throw those items on the barge. That's, the big green thing below you. Go ahead, have a look. Toss any valuable objects or components down there. Don't worry about breaking anything. There's a dampening field that'll catch everything. Works great. Most of the time. Nice work. Got that pretty quickly. Now, let me teach you about the kiosk. Once the training wheels come off, Lynx regulations mean you gotta cover your own oxygen and fuel costs. That's the way things go. Turning it on now. Let's give it a go. Now, no need to panic. They'll last you a good while. But if you end up running out, you gotta top up at the kiosk over there. Let's have a look.
Alright, kiosk.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000.
Oxygen. Okay, that's interesting. So there's kind of a timer with your oxygen and whatnot, but really you can just go and
Having good stuff, Cutter.
pay to fill it back up.
All right, I'll leave you to it. We'll chat again when you've hit the next rank. Weaver out.
So this one's got furniture and stuff in there. Let's go see what's inside. So I don't know how seriously to take the like if they're in any actual danger of removing TikTok. It seemed like the other quotes that I read from the guy in an interview were like, I hope they'll listen. You know, it's really just about starting a dialogue to see. But also his complaints seem I would have to look into it more. I haven't done my research on it. I just saw one article, but his complaints seemed legit if his information is right, of apparently like all of the data that TikTok is taking from you is being sent over to Beijing to God knows, you know, what is happening to it over there. And apparently there was some kind of settlement that TikTok agreed to for taking more information about people than it was supposedly permitted or something. This is a great recap. Obviously very informed about what's happening, but yeah, it seems like concerning stuff. I don't use TikTok, so I don't know. I'm not super concerned, but you should be, maybe. So I will be following the story to see what happens if the SEC actually takes any more steps than just a letter. I do like the idea of that, of like, well, I'm gonna send them a letter. That's the kind of thing I would do. I'm at that age where if something pisses me off, I'll just send a letter and be like, hey, you shouldn't do this. But hopefully he has more luck. All right, I'm on the clock now. I gotta worry about my fuel and O2. But also I'm gonna continue reading comments and miss me. Let's hear it. Greyhound says he worries about the welfare of all under 30. Creator says, I have mixed feelings. TikTok is fun and I've had a good time with that little time I've spent on it, but on the other hand, it has a level of data mining George Orwell couldn't have possibly fantasized about. Yes. And Creator Gaming has the quote that I was talking about. TikTok paid $92 million in early 2021 to settle privacy lawsuits that claimed it illegally gathered users' biometric data and surreptitiously passed it on to third parties. Which is cool. Cool thing to do. But they paid $92 million to someone, so that's got to make you feel better, right? Sure, that comes out to like 14 cents per user. And I'm sure to get your 14 cents, you would also have to agree to something that says you won't sue them ever, no matter what they do with your personal DNA that they've absorbed. I know how it works. I know. Okay, where does this ship actually have like the fancy stuff that I'm supposed to throw in the green? Maybe the saucy Triton or whatever it was called doesn't have any of these pieces. I'll have to look forward to that. Maybe the next ship. This would be a great podcast game, right? This is what people talk about when they say podcast games. Dusty Gray Fox says probably a fraction of the amount that money that they made. Yeah. That's the rub. That's the rub, folks. So can I actually get in there?
Hey, Carter, I need you to head back to the kiosk on the starting platform to fill up your O2 stat. We were out.
Alright, this isn't as stressful as I thought it would be. In terms of O2 and whatnot. It's nice for him to, you know, warn me about it. Although this will totally be the kind of mechanism where I push it way too long and then my character is going to be like gasping for air as I'm trying to get back in time. Okay, that beast is awful. Great. Sweet. Sweet, get in there. Saucy Triton.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Piece 2. Oh boy, let's see. Get in there. Dusty Grey Fox says, JeffM, have you seen that Bloomberg video with the interview with the ex-Google engineer? Some interesting stuff, like Google programs their AI to not answer the Turing test on its own or something. And also, some interesting and probably accurate thoughts about colonialism. I have not seen that. I've seen many article about the Google engineer who is suing on behalf of one of their chat bots because he thinks it's sentient, and so he's like hired a lawyer for it and whatnot. But it seems like the general consensus of it is everyone walks away saying like, this is the danger of artificial intelligence. Not so much that it's going to become sentient anytime soon, but that we're going to believe it is, just because once a computer starts mimicking the way that humans talk and it gets good enough at it, we're gonna start, you know, falling for it, which I can totally understand. But no, I'll have to check out. I would love to hear an AI's thoughts on colonialism and how it might pertain to artificial intelligence. I do find all of those stories fascinating. As you probably figured out from my get-a-loads of this every week. It's just a weird and exciting time to, I guess, be interested in computers. But I don't know if I've said it before on the show, but I always thought, you know, like, people have been talking about how robots are going to take all the jobs, you know. They've been saying that for years. And I always thought, but, you know, us creative folk will be fine, because you're never going to replace an artist, you know, or a writer. Those are distinctly human jobs. And it seems like we're the first ones on the chopping block. They're gunning for us. All their amazing AI pictures that they're making now? Come on. O2 doesn't take that long for it to run out. This off? It's off. Don't take me with you. That'll get there. I'm just gonna trust that. Oh, let's see. Creator Gaming says, to be honest, the Turing test isn't a great measure of sentience. Humans just aren't that hard to deceive. Absolutely. I am convinced, as was also one of my get a load of thises in the past, I'm convinced there are people using AI right now to write articles that are just flying completely by people and they don't realize that they're reading articles by AI. Like it's already good enough. Shazir says, it's true, when you tell your parents that you want to be an artist, the first thing they point out is the amazing job security it has. Fair enough. My parents, to their credit, my brother went to art school. I got an English degree because I wanted to write, and my sister went to school to be an interior designer. And my parents never said two words about it.
Make your way back to the kiosk on the
They all just wanted us to be happy. To the point where I think it may have been a detriment for all of us, because my brother eventually went back to school and got an MBA so that he could make money. And I often feel like, you know, I probably could have spent that time, you know, probably should have gone into computer science or something, but you don't know those kind of things when you're that young coming out of high school, and you just kind of think of college as a given.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Affordable
And nowadays,
supplies
I
are available for
genuinely
purchase
feel
in the
bad
Jack.
for, you know, the generations who now have to go into way more debt to go to school. Those are the kind of things that you do have to think about. And I wish it was just the societal norm that you would take a year or two. Oh, shoot. I'm dying over here. That guy didn't come... Richard Dean Stanton didn't come, or Harry Dean Stanton didn't come back and warn me that I was... Oh, and I boosted myself the wrong way. See? I knew this would happen. Come on. Oh, no.
Helmet damage.
Oh, now my helmet is leaking. Come on. Gotcha. No. Get there. Buy it. Oh, God. Ah, this is the problem. Trying to live stream while you're doing this. Can't focus on my job. This is a dangerous job, folks. Let's see. You can't buy happiness with money, but boy, does it make life a lot easier. That is very true. Dusty Gray Fox says, Google doesn't want to let the public, for people that it's influencing using AI, have any say in it because of just plain business interests. Which makes sense, but it still sucks. Yes. I'm to the point where I don't trust any technology companies. And it's not just because I play dystopian sci-fi games like this. I feel like skepticism has been well earned at this point. Great point. Creator Gaming says, I think it speaks volumes to how broken we've all become that one of our major concerns about being able to basically do everything we do for money with AI is, but how will I survive, rather than cool, we don't have to worry about money. Indeed. Companies like Google will be making plenty of money. And what are the rest of us going to do? It should be one of those utopian sci-fi things, which you very rarely see in video games, where everything's made better by, you know, the Star Treks. That's the future I want to live in. Gotta make up some money for the that space, my spacesuit breaking too was pretty badass. That was a tense moment. That's the kind of thing I wouldn't get if I was playing in the easier version of the game. So now I'm very conflicted about how I would want to play the rest of this. Goodness, I can't read all these comments. Felix Works says, I did a gap year and still made a bad college decision. Yeah. Ripsar says, I have just a few minutes between meetings, so I'm choosing to watch JeffM. Thank you. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. Even if I'm using up all my oxygen again. I'm trying to figure out what to cut off next. Oh boy. I mean, over my head, they threw me into the deep end here. But yeah, it's been a fair amount of time since I've been out of college, and I do wonder if colleges have gotten any better about actually preparing people, preparing kids for what the job force actually looks like now, and how much you're going to probably have to change jobs because job security is not what it used to be, and all those things. I feel like I came out of it with just... I feel like all colleges now should prepare people for trying to work for themselves, or at least build themselves up as a brand, which sounds terrible, and I don't like that. But the idea of I'm gonna have to figure out how to market myself, and because I can't just rely on the job that I get out of college actually supporting me and not firing me at the drop of a hat or that kind of thing. And so I think everyone should probably be focusing more on being their own kind of independent agent and thinking about how you're going to take value out of the work that you do, so that you can apply to the next job that you get. Or if you're able to work independently. All these pieces.
Warning. Oxygen reserves are dropping.
See, I missed that warning last time. And yet I'm still not going. Is this a piece off?
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Look at this. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm slowly going to go back.
Oxygen reserves are critical. Please contact your plan administrator to add asphyxiation coverage.
Perfect. Come in nice and slow so I don't break my suit again.
Processing valuable deposits. Credit
Fuel.
transfer.
We still got time on the fuel. Love it. Bear Antlers asks, how many times a week does Ben nag you to start streaming? He doesn't. He's been very pleased, it seems, with the amount of streaming that I've been doing, which is nice. It took me, admittedly, a very long time to get set up to start doing these streams, but I've been enjoying them a lot. I'm enjoying talking to all you folks. Let's see, we're gonna just slice this piece right off. Nice and even, perpendicular here. Come on now. That off. Let's see.
Object deposit refused. Please be more careful.
Oh no, did I shoot that in the wrong one? Critter Gaming says, well, this is very anecdotal because I'm just one person who graduated from the U of M earlier this year, but no. I had a hunch that maybe they're not as forward thinking about that as I would hope that they would be. Ripsar asked how many years was I at GI? I was at 10.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Loads. Lots more praise for the music. People saying StarCraft and a little bit of Firefly vibes. As well. Let's see. Critter Gaming says, "Oh, we're just chatbots too." You got me. I'm sure I would fall for it. Wish they would have put this thing a little closer. Okay. No damage, don't worry about it. I'll just top up. I'm not super worried about this amount of money, right? Oops. Didn't mean to soup patch.
Fuel levels restored.
That seems pretty, pretty lenient in terms of... I was worried that was going to be very stressful, but that's not. That's fine. That's fine. They should be putting a little pressure on it. Seem to make plenty of money. What comes off next? I'm just gonna start chopping this stuff. All one big panel. Big space jump. Piece stuck on there. A grade, eh? That's stuck on there? Seems like it might be. Alright, we're gonna have to cut that piece, put that angle off there, no problem. Boom. That's just satisfying. That is a satisfying thing. Get over there. Let's see. Nightbot is back. Critter Gaming says Nightbot's the only real person here. That would be a Shyamalan level twist. Bear Antler says, my relative old man take on what should be taught in higher ed. Half general skills, how to talk to people you don't know, how to manage your own time, how to compromise, and how to work with people you don't always get along with, and half lots of different introductions to different disciplines, fields. I don't think there's much value in dedicating 4+ years to the theoretical application or a single potential vocation. Also, it should be 2, not 4 years. This won't happen because money in college supports. Yeah, definitely. It seems like there's a whole suite of kind of online skills nowadays that it would be great if people could learn them from a school. Also, college should be free while we're at it, but that's an old liberal man's take, so. Is the same thing again? We'll get you off there. Bust that out there. Is that still connected down here? Oh, it's pretty free, right? Shazira says, right there. Can I suggest an edit to money in men's college sports? Yes. Unfortunately. I also, supposed to split this. Another one of those shavers. We got a shave job right here. I need to focus to get this right.
Warning. Oxygen reserves.
Not now, oxygen lady.
Deposit accepted.
Let's pick that piece in. I don't know how you hanging around. Pick the other piece up. I'm dying again. I'm suffocating.
Oxygen reserves critical.
I'll go fill. Yeah, I was gonna say I feel bad living in Minnesota because we have an amazing women's basketball team here that just like is always winning championships, and all people care about are the Timberwolves who never win championships. It's like you're all watching the wrong. I don't watch either because I'm not a huge basketball fan or sports ball kind of guy. It's like if you do enjoy those sports, watch the successful teams that we have and support them. Amen to free college, Baron says. It's I'm sorry. Hanson's not here to stop me from getting political now. It's absurd that we charge people for higher learning when higher learning benefits all of society. You know? It's like you're gonna go out, you're gonna get a job that pays you more, which is just gonna lead to you paying more taxes, which is gonna support all of society. That's a good thing. We should support that, right? And also, college used to be free for an entire generation of people.
Valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
So come on, what are we doing? I won't talk about it anymore, though. I promise. If you're just here for the space salvage. We're getting there. We are getting there. We can finish this. Finally got into the inner sanctum here. Get these last pieces. Gaming says, I do wish my schooling was more applied than theoretical. Like, yes, I did need a lot of general theory, but still feel pretty unprepared for what I'd realistically be doing with an actual engineer degree. Barantler says, also, medicine is a little different because at least half of it is dedicated to on-site internship-like experience. The whole 4 years of pre-med probably doesn't actually make you a better doctor in the end. Yes. True. It would be nice if more of education was like that. Just more in general for a lot of fields, I think. And this is also being painted by the fact that I went to school for an English degree. But if college is going to take that much money from you to say like, okay, let's really focus in here on like what you're hoping to do for a job, and then find you more real-world experience in that. Instead of just like, well, you've read Shakespeare now, congratulations, finish paying off your tuition and good luck out there. It's very satisfying when you get that last piece and then it just kind of starts floating away. Process this one.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded.
Our Fruit First Time Chat says, but being a sports fan is about being miserable. That's true. We have plenty of experience in that in Minnesota. If you're a fan of being miserable, while you watch sports, come to Minnesota. We got the Vikings, we got the Timberwolves. Twins usually don't disappoint in that regard. How do I cut this off? I'm gonna do another shave job here. Close to that. Three. Look how far we've come. I was just a novice 2 hours ago, throwing myself into a furnace. Now we're making just precision cuts.
Warning. Low oxygen reserves.
Oh, is it? I think I'm gonna stop before I get this last piece in. Are you kidding me? We can do this, right? We can get there. What's that one?
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
What's this?
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
What do we got left?
Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
Anything else?
Critical oxygen levels detected.
Yeah, I know. We're going. Nope, that goes in the furnace. We're getting there. is how you space salvage. That's how you space salvage. I'm sticking with it. I'm sticking it. Done. Didn't have to buy that last tank. We got there. Crater Gaming says, is it weird that I'm slightly insulted that my employer never actually verified that I have a degree I said I do? Yeah, that's every job, right? I've thought that many a time too. I could have just put that on my resume. No one's checking it. As long as you know how to do what you're doing. Ripstar says, my fiance's med school loan payments are almost twice as much as my mortgage. Yes, that's awful. Let's see. Lots of sports talk, the Wild and the Lynx. That voice sounds just like Subnautica. Critical oxygen detected. Yes, definitely bringing back those vibes. Sephiroth asks,
certification level
rank
awarded.
4.
License
Easier or harder
upgraded.
than Ninja Gaiden with Dan? I mean, anything with Dan is harder. Just watching Leo drive around yesterday was harder. Or Tuesday was harder. All right, well, hey, we did it. That was the saucy griffin, was it, that we just cut up? Obviously, very cool game. Lots, I'm sure there's lots more
Good morning, Cutter 934
progression and whatnot. There wasn't even
Today's
anything
weather
valuable
report.
to salvage on
Cleared
it.
and sunny,
They
with
opened
a
up
high
that
of
new
minus
bay.
270 degrees.
We didn't get to see what goes into it, but look at this. New ship access. Beautiful. This is one I will keep on playing, and like I said, it seems like a good podcast game. Got some YouTube videos on in the background that, you don't have to focus too hard on, and hopefully you don't run out of oxygen and whatnot. Crater Gaming says, apparently the frat area in Minneapolis was just evacuated. Great. But anyway, hey, thank you for watching the stream. Thank you for all the subscriptions that you guys sent in. That was super nice of you. If you like this, come back next week. I'll play something else next Thursday. I'm sure I'll be back. I'll be out the first couple days in the week, so I won't be there if Drive-Thru Review wins again. I'm gonna miss out on whatever we do to poor Leo for that one. But I'll be back for another stream on Thursday. Come by. We'll hang out again. It'll be super fun. In the meantime, please, as Nightbot says, don't forget to compete in Trivia Tower. Check out everything else at patreon.com/MinnMax. We got a ton of different, tiers and stuff. You get access to our Discord. You get to vote on a bunch of the kind of shows we do. You can come in there and tell me what games you want to see me play. Creator Gaming says, see a chatbot, JeffM. You guys don't know if I'm true or not. You can't tell. The technology is that good. This could all have been a deep fake from Hansen. You don't know. He could have gotten tired of me not doing streams and was just like, hey, I'll just build, an artificial JeffM. But he doesn't have my DNA yet, so he didn't. All right, whatever. Everybody enjoy your evening. Go play this if you want to. It's on Game Pass now. Maybe on consoles already. Not sure yet, but I certainly enjoyed my time with it. So that's a big thumbs up for me. And I will see you on new content, sometime next week or something. So thank you. Torso Boy is questioning whether that's how deepfakes work. Do you need DNA to make a deepfake? I don't think so, but I don't know. They didn't teach me these kind of things in college. This is what I needed to learn, but college failed me. I will send you guys somewhere else. we're saying that's a wrap on the stream. Hanson can edit that, and then we will send you guys to go raid somebody. Go raid. Let's see. Tamago 2474 is playing Cuphead. That sounds like a good one. I don't have the patience or the dexterity anymore with my old man hands to play Cuphead, but that one is probably worth watching. So why don't you go check him out, say hi, be polite, and see how he's doing over there. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. And then press that. And I press the end stream button.